USCIS has a new trick up its sleeve to deny your TPS case. Let's talk about it. I'm Bianca Jordan, immigration attorney at Brazen Legal, and I work with immigrants all over the world who want to live and work in the United States with a green card. To learn more about working with me, visit brazenlegal.com. Over the last year, I've seen an uptick in TPS denials for both first-time applicants as well as for people who are renewing their status despite having it for over a decade. Many people think that as long as you entered the United States before the dates associated with a country's TPS designation, or if you're renewing your TPS application, that it's guaranteed to be approved. But that's not the case. And based on what I've been seeing from USCIS, denials may be on the rise. And here are the two reasons that I'm seeing for these TPS denials. So the first one is based on previous asylum applications. Many people who enter the United States, especially those who come to the United States undocumented, apply for asylum. And if this person later becomes eligible for TPS, they often apply for TPS too. Asylum and TPS are both humanitarian benefits, but because they're different, it's possible to apply for both at the same time. So how are people's TPS applications getting denied because of their asylum applications? So USCIS is using its tech and AI tools to go back in time to re-review everything that has to do with your asylum application, including all the evidence that not only you submitted as part of your application, but any evidence submitted by the government if you were in removal proceedings. This includes any reports that the government has on you, as well as your own testimony during your removal proceedings. So what does this look like? I once had a client from Haiti who a couple years ago, I successfully got TPS for them. And years later, he decided to hire a new attorney to assist him with his renewal application. He received a notice of intent to deny and revoke his TPS because when USCIS went back to look at the transcripts from his removal case, they realized that he said that he was a part of a gang in Haiti that persecuted people. And that makes you ineligible for both asylum and TPS. When it comes to an application for TPS, this is where question number 9A comes in. And that question asks you, have you ever ordered, incited, assisted, or otherwise participated in the persecution of any person on account of their race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion, aka the reasons why someone would be applying for asylum in the first place? Because he said that he was a member of a gang in Haiti during his deportation hearing, that makes him ineligible to apply for TPS, even though he is filing an application with another immigration agency. So once you submit something to immigration, once you submit it to one immigration agency, it can and will be used against you if you ever try to apply for something else with a different immigration agency. This is why a lot of people who apply for a visitor's visa to come into the United States, they might say that they're married with children, even though they're not married and they don't have any children, because they think that if they say that on their application, it's going to make it easier for them to come to the United States. So you're filing that application with the State Department, and then you come into the United States and file an asylum application with USCIS or with EOIR, an immigration court. All of the agencies can contact each other to find out what you said on your visa application, and that will impact what you are able to apply for depending on what you put on an asylum application, a TPS application, a green card application, etc. The next trick that USCIS is using to try to deny your TPS application is a really, really sneaky one, and it's charging you with smuggling. Smuggling occurs when you help someone come into the United States illegally, meaning you're coming here, you don't have a visa, you don't have any papers. So what USCIS is doing is they've been sending out requests for evidence accusing people of smuggling their children and spouses into the United States. And in some instances, they're asking you to respond with a brief. In other instances, they're asking you to apply for an inadmissibility waiver because smuggling makes you ineligible for TPS and other benefits such as a green card. This issue comes up in question number 22 on the TPS application. This question asks you, have you ever assisted any other person to enter the United States in violation of the law? So if you come to the United States illegally, again, this means you're coming into the US with no visa, no papers, and you're coming with your children or your spouse, you're technically smuggling them into the United States because none of you has a visa or any papers that authorize you to come into the United States legally. So don't take for granted that your case is going to be easy simply because you checked all the boxes and filled out the form perfectly, because the questions on the form correspond to our immigration law. And so don't think that it's going to be easy simply because you did that or simply because you're from a country with temporary protected status. Even if you've had TPS for over a decade, like people from Haiti, El Salvador, and many other countries. So please share this video with anyone you know who has or is in the process of applying for temporary protected status. If you've ever filed an application for asylum in the past, especially if you did it without the assistance of an attorney, or if you've ever entered the United States illegally with your family, you're at risk for having your application for TPS denied, and you should absolutely consult with an immigration attorney to ensure that you have the best defense possible. I hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe to this channel for more tips and information to help you successfully navigate your immigration journey in the United States. And if you're interested in working with me, visit brazenlegal.com to learn more about me and to book your consultation today. Thanks for watching.